All right, what do we got? Sander, what up? Devin should. Devin Haney, 117, 111. Right? Over his Cobbs. Oh no, man. Eddie, what up? I might have Cobbs too. I might have him too. I'm not sure. He is he's like a nightmare of a matchup for most people because he has good power, he has good speed, he's a good boxer, he's aggressive, he's patient, he's a southpaw. He did get stopped that one time, but we don't know if we don't know. He could have just taken that to learn and gotten better from it. You know what I mean? We don't know. Bro beat a fat old Adrian Broner. Nah, now he hood. I mean, first of all, he wasn't fat. That's first of all. He was actually 147. He actually looked in good shape. So that's wrong. Old, maybe. Fat, no. Did you guys peep my Cobbs interview? I put it out today. We talked earlier on IG, so I snatched it and reposted it on here because this is where I make the cake. My other interview got decent numbers. Who the fuck did I interview? Oh, Scully. That one's at like 4,000 views. Well, not great, but I'll take it. Nah, I'm kidding. Burner, my man's. All right. Your man's? Burner's your mom? Damn, I saw some tranny gender assuming shit. All right, everybody, Broner is Eon's mom. I don't know how she pulled that off, but Broner gave birth to Eon. Congratulations, Eon. Your dad is a good fighter. Excuse me, your mom's a good fighter. I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but
Homie, don't play that.
All right, what else we got, people? What else we got out this bitch? What else we got? What else we got? I like the Scully video, but he know damn well they thought they were down. I don't know about that. I didn't think they were down. I thought they were up. Or it was close. I actually thought what he thought. I don't know. It's close. He was honest. Most trainers wouldn't say that. They'd be like, we knew we were up. Like, they would. He was honest. Because how he felt, I felt. I was like, I could see Bivol winning, but, I was like that. Like one of these, like, where you just kind of clench your teeth and go, That's how I felt. But, now it's going to be even better rematch. Haney beats Cobbs. You sure about that? Because I'm not so sure about that. I'm not so sure about that. Marco, I heard what Ryan Valenzuela is not working. Yeah, I know. I saw that. I mean, it's a close fight, of course. Eon, who'd you think won? I forgot. Who'd you pick? Who'd you pick? Yeah, let me ask you guys a question. I'm going to do my next video. I'm thinking I'm going to do it between these three fights. I want you guys to tell me right now, how many of you in here? Only 8 of you. Okay, but fuck it. Which of these three fights should I do one of my patented videos on? Either Cotto versus Sergio Martinez, where Cotto knocks him out, dominates him in an upset to become the middleweight champion, or Zab Judah versus Corey Spinks, the second fight, where Zab upsets Corey Spinks in his hometown to win the undisputed welterweight championship, or the third one, another undisputed welterweight championship, where Bud destroys Spence to take and become the first ever 4-belt welterweight champ. Which one should I pick? Tell me in the comments now. Spence versus Bud, Zab versus Spinks, or Cotto versus Martinez. Which one of those, all three ended knockout, Which one should I do a video on? Jack Judah's not a person. All right, what do we got? Let's just admit you're including Ness and all sports media got Haney wrong. He's smoking it. Let's just admit you including Ness and all sports media got Haney wrong. You including me? Nah, you don't know me. I never was sold on him. Only after Regis did I think there was something going on. Zab was the last undisputed champion before Bud took it. But it was in the 3-belt era. Zab, okay. Crawford, okay. Spence versus Bud. Okay, that's 2 for Spence versus Bud. Spence versus Bud. So you don't think that it'll be a little boring because it just happened a little over a year ago? You think that'll make people want to watch it because it's a more current fight? What was going on after Regis? What you mean? 80 shows a year to only 8 for PBC, but they expect me to believe they aren't going broke. I don't know what you're talking about, Dandada. You got a picture of Loma and his pops? Where are you from, Dandada? You a white dude? You a Russian dude? What are you? Nah, we already told you people would like that. Okay. It was one of the most one-sided fights ever. I know. It was an ass whooping. It was an arse whooping. Yeah, man. You know, though, let me tell you something. I just watched it again, right? I watched the highlights. And I thought that there was something wrong with Spence in the ring. He definitely looked like his eyes were heavy outside the ring, right? That's a fact. And after the way he talked, but he might have just taken a beating. But in the ring, I don't think there's anything wrong with him. He was throwing hard shots. He looked good. He just got fucking clipped a bunch of times. And you know what it was? His punch resistance was shot. He got hit a few times, and he was instantly like punch drunk. But starting the fight, Spence actually looked way better than I remembered. He was throwing some hard shots that Bud was just picking off. You said you weren't sold on Devin after Regis, something like that a second ago. No, I said that I was sold on Devin a little bit after the Regis fight. Before that, I wasn't. I was like, I got to see more from Dev because I thought Loma beat him. First, I thought Dev beat Loma, but then I thought the point was it was mad close, and Dev's clearly a lot bigger. And Linares and all these other guys, he barely kind of squeaks away victories. But the Regis fight was the only dominant victory he had over a hard puncher too. So that made me think, Dev might be better than I thought. But then obviously the Ryan fight comes around. So now I was never sold on him fully. But he looked like a very skilled fighter after Regis, but Gary robbed Loma. I asked you where you from and what's your ethnicity? I don't know why you told me Gary robbed Loma. It was probably the car accidents. No, because he started the fight off throwing hard shots. Hard shots. The White Wolf, White Jesus, the Matrix, the angles, the footwork, the speed. The best fighter since Muhammad Ali. Okay, you have to be Russian. My response to that fight, Eon, is...
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
I'm not really into it. What about Haney when he went undisputed? What about him? Again, I don't look at belts. I look at who the person fights and how they look fighting, not what belts they pick up. I'll always use this example. Rolly was a champion. Rolly beat Barroso to win a belt. Not only should those two not be fighting for a belt, Rolly was clearly not winning that fight, and the referee. So it's like belts don't always matter. That's the perfect example of it. Devin needs a soft touch or just wait for a rematch. Right. My neck was killing me yesterday and most of today, but it's loosened up now. So I had this pillow earlier. When I was on live earlier, I'd have this pillow propping up my neck. Shit was killing me. Yeah, so then where's everybody? Loma at 146, all-time great. Dandada sounds like a Jamaican saying, yet You seem like mad white supremacist, so I'm very confused. But you won't answer where you're from, what your ethnicity is, so whatever. But that's why I'm confused. You had a very Jamaican sounding name, yet you're talking all kinds of white shit. So it's very confusing to me. Loma overrated to me. No, Loma was his skills. Loma was another one. Pushed along way too quickly. Being put number one pound for pound with 7 pro fights is ridiculous. Unless all 7 fighters were like legends or generational talents of that time, which they weren't. But when you watch the way he fought, I mean, come on. Like, very few fighters had that kind of footwork, that kind of power, that kind of punch output. Like, he was something special to watch. But I was annoyed at him for being regarded so highly so quickly. I'm not talking about the belts. I'm talking about the person he fought, who he fighting. I'm American in the streets of the DMV. Okay. Are you black or white or Hispanic or Asian or Northeast Asian, Southeast Asian? Meaning you some kind of Indian or Pakistani or are you black? Or are you white? Or are you Asian? Asia, obviously India is part of Asia. You know what I'm saying? I'm a big Bam fan. All right. I think everybody was looking at his amateur background and his 2 gold medals. True. What's up, Rodriguez? ¿Qué pasó? Loma's better than Usyk. Remember that. Maybe. Had more power. Yeah, he was more impressive as a fighter. With his wins were more impressive than Usyk's for sure. I wonder why he started so slow versus Tio. Tio was fucking clipping him. Tio was clipping him like a barbershop. What you talking about? Ooh, I'm gonna use that one. That's a good one, right? He was clipping him like a barbershop. I like that. He was clipping him like he was sitting in a barber's chair. Ooh, that's even better. Which one is better? Clipping him like a barbershop or clipping him like he was sitting in a barber's chair? Loma's great for sure. Was pound for pound at the time. Thoughts on Nakatani? I don't know much about him. Who do you think has the greatest amateur background? Probably Loma. You have like 400 fights. I don't think you can beat that. Yeah, that's a good one. Thanks. But which one? Like a barber shop or like he's sitting in a barber's chair? I think barber shop's probably better. Sweet, short, to the point. You know what fight I'm going to do too? I'll probably do Spence and Crawford. Then I'm going to do this fight, Tommy Morrison versus Carl the Truth Williams. That was a dope fight. Both dudes were dropping like flies. Morrison was involved in a lot of bangers because he hit so hard, but he also would get dropped a lot before he contracted the HIV, unfortunately. With the dilly. Loma's last fight was good. You know what they say, Mark. You're only as good as your last fight. It shouldn't be the case, but oftentimes it is. True. True that. True dat there. Where's everybody at? We just went through all week getting like 50, 40, 50 people watching, right? And look at us now. Back down to 10. Usually about 20 minutes in is where I peak. My viewership goes around 20, 30 minutes in, it goes up. So by 30 minutes in, we'll see the dilly. But I need these numbers to go up, man. I thought you said Loma's a sucker. You said Shakur. That's funny. I saw sucker for a second. That's a tough one. I feel like Shakur probably at this point. What happened to the interview yesterday? Didn't pan out, but I did it earlier today. It's on YouTube now. I posted it with Blair Flair. I hope he gets that fight, man. Him and Haney would be a dope fight. I believe that's fun. Blair versus anybody's fun. Blair versus any of these dudes. Haney, Ryan, fucking Rolly, any of them will be fun. He's a smart guy too, Blair. He's smart. He's a dad too. He got like young children. Got a lot going on. Jim Brownski. You know what, Jim Brownski? I might agree with you. Destroys, I don't know about destroys, but he might have a chance. He might have a good. Blair has a great chance. I just don't know what to make of Devin just yet. You know what I mean? I want to see him in some more like in some more diverse matches. And I don't mean diverse ethnicity wise, skin color wise. I mean diverse like fighting styles wise. Cobb's a clown, but a damn good boxer. Shit. Prime Broner washes that dude. I don't think so. Prime Broner was overrated, Eon. Haney's too frail. Well, we don't know about that. Maybe. The problem with Haney is I think he's naturally 47 or 54. And the higher he goes up, the less power he has. I thought he said he wants to fight Boots. He wants to fight Boots. He wants to fight Ryan. He wants to fight Ryan the most, then Boots, and then Haney last. But he'll take any of them. Eon, cut it out. That's what I'm saying. I don't agree with that. I don't second that emotion. My neck's starting to hurt a little bit again. You all sound ridiculous. You sound ridiculous. Wish Devin wasn't scared of that Tio smoke. Yeah, I know. Nobody wants to fight Tio. Cobbs is decent. Cobbs is better than decent. Cobbs is a top welterweight. He's what we call a generational talent. He's one of the talents of his generation. Adrian Broner's the worst of the 4-division champion ever. I don't know about that, but you might have a point. Opulent. What up, blood? Cobb's actual cool as hell as a person. Yeah, he is. He's just a character. He's working. What Cobbs is doing, it's called he's working, meaning building his value and building his brand by flapping his gums, like flapping them like fucking helicopter blades. Marco, you tripping, fam? Tripping on what? He being character. What am I tripping on? What's up, boxing? Mexican boxing. Dang, nobody cared about the Jake card. What you mean? What Jake card? Nobody called into the boxing. Oh, that was tonight? I didn't even know about it. So, what's that tell you? That was like a bunch of women boxing, right? What was that? Like MVP Promotions? They did an event tonight? Or did they not? Jim Brownski. Cobbs ain't no damn generational talent. Do you know what generational talent means? Generational talent means one of the great, one of the top fighters in their weight division of their time. Now, generational talent is not only 2 or 3 people to me. That's up to like 10, 5 to 10 people. And of all the welterweights right now, Blair Cobbs is one of the best welterweights. So how is he not a generational talent? He is. Right now, he's literally probably top 5 as welterweight. How's he not? See? So it's all about your definition of generational talent. I can take you seriously sometime. He just called the dude a generational talent. Now you understand what I meant, though. And you don't agree with that, that's fine, but I agree with that. Manny versus Roberto Duran. Duran's too big for him, I believe. No, they announced the full card for the Jake. No, they announced the full card for Jake versus Mike. So I don't get it. They just announced that tonight. There was a show about it. Yeah, who would care? Nobody wants to watch none of that shit unless except Mike and Jake. And even that, people are like, kind of like a car crash, like watching, but then, he's not a top-rated welterweight. What you talking about? All right, you guys want to fuck around? Let's do it. And hey, if you guys can prove me wrong, then you can prove me wrong, because I'm not always right. Let's see what we got. All right, we're gonna go in and check BoxRec right now. You punk motherfuckers. All right, BoxRec. Boom. All right, we're in BoxRec. Let's go to welter. This has been doing this crazy. All right, here we go. Welter. Jaron Ennis, yes. Connor Ben, yes. Jin Sanaski, I would say no because I never even heard of him. Mario Barros, yes. Brian Norman, okay. Silamor Kachachinsko, never heard of him. Emanias Stanionis, okay. Karen Jujambian, never heard of him. Okay. So is Cobbs even here? So Cobbs isn't even here. But the problem with, oh, here he is. He's 36. So do we believe that all these guys are better than Cobbs? I think Alex Roca. I think Cobbs is here. He's definitely more well known than this guy. Stanionis and Cobbs are similar. Oh, Stanionis never lost? Okay, so Stanionis. So Karen. So I believe, Lewis Crocker, Tulani, nobody heard of these people. And Cobbs, mind you, only has one loss, right? 17-1 and 10 knockouts. So that's not the highest knockout percentage. So I believe, based on all those fighters we just looked at, he is one of the best top 10 welterweights right now. Do you guys disagree with me? One of the best top 10 welterweights right now. Am I wrong? Now his career is not over yet, so I can't stamp him generational talent. We just have to wait, because right now he could just lose a bunch of fights and nothing really ever happened. Just beating Broner does not make him a generational talent. We have to wait till the career is over. But he's in the talks always of fighting people because he's exciting. He's a good fighter. So there it is. Karen dude is the guy boots. Yeah, there you go. So see, you guys are quiet. Now you know what I'm talking about. He is one of the top welterweights as of now. Now that can change, but he is. Walker, he would lose 9% of them dudes. I mean, maybe. Only reason I don't is because I don't know the rest of them, but I know him. So we'll find out. It's a to be continued. Yeah, he's more well known, but a better fighter than those. But is he? That's a great question, Dwayne, and I'm not sure. I mean, looking at him, he looks pretty fucking talented. But yeah, we don't know yet for sure. No, he is not. Who's Rodriguez? Who's Rodriguez? What is you talking about, Dwayne? Dwayne, bringing pain without no disdain. Yeah, man. Who are the 5 best generational fighters now? I mean, it's hard to say because, again, they're still fighting. But the 5 best generational fighters now, I mean, that's just top 10. That's just top 10. 5 best of everybody. That's just your top 5 of all time. Your top 5 pound for pound. That's what they would be. When I say generational, I also mean in that weight class. You know what I mean? Here's the way I look at it. You have club fighters, which is what I was, right? Lowest bottom of the barrel. You have journeymen, which are dudes who will beat most unknowns, but then always lose to the fighters who are known, right? You have contenders, which are the guys who are top 10, right? The top 10 dudes. Some of them actually they don't become champions because they're contenders. But sometimes you have a contender who will maybe win a belt once and lose it right away and always be challenging and losing, right? Then you have champions after contend. So it's club fighters, journeymen, contenders, champions, right? Then you have Hall of Famers. Then you have superstars, right? Hall of Famer would be Bernard Hopkins. Superstar would be Oscar De La Hoya. You see the difference? And sometimes it's just based on how popular they are. A generational talent is somebody who could even be, it can't be a journeyman, it has to be a contender. So I guess now when I say it that way, you guys probably could digest it better. You probably didn't like my choice of words. A contender would be a generational talent. That's somebody that's always around in that generation, always popping up and sometimes beating somebody, always challenging them. You know what I'm saying? Maybe could even win a belt, but doesn't always hold it too long. That is what I think a generational talent is. A dude who, if he gets a shot at a title, nobody's going to be like, why the fuck is he? They'll be like, oh, that'll be a good fight. And that's exactly what Blair Cobbs is as of now. Now, he can go above that. Or if he loses, he can go below it. Get what I'm saying? Yeah, well, that's that was my definition. And there ain't no definition on it. Oh, yeah, yeah. But that's not my definition. Now, see, my definition would not be a generational talent for LeBron. Maybe I'm using it wrong. For me, LeBron would be a fucking superstar. Bam is way past a generational talent, in my opinion. So for me, champion is above a generational talent. Can be a champion, but a champion is never just a generational talent, in my opinion. Whatever. Maybe I'll just say contender from now on. I think that maybe confuses people. Yeah, now Bam is nice. I know you like your fucking Mexican fighters, Alberto. Oh, is Bam Mexican or am I being racist? Yeah, he is. But let's just hit me with one of these because I didn't know if I wasn't sure when I said it.
Oh, that's racist.
So Roy is all three. Oh, Roy's everything. Yeah. Well, no, you know what? You know what, Dwayne? Technically, and this to show you how unbiased I am, right? I hope you guys come to this fucking page, my page, because you like that I'm unbiased. Roy might not qualify as a superstar. Matter of fact, Roy, in my opinion, was not a superstar because part of my definition of superstar is one of the highest, most well-known, right, renowned fighters and the highest income, highest grossing. And Roy was never the most well-known in a generation. Like superstar to me is somebody who the average person will know who they are. So Roy wasn't even a superstar. That was Tyson. That was De La Hoya. That was Muhammad Ali. You know what I'm saying? Wow, that's a wild take. What's a wild take? So yes, Ryan Garcia is a superstar, and he is so far a contender, which would be same as generational talent. Let's remove the generational talent phrase. I think I'm gonna stop. See, you guys taught me something today. I'm gonna stop using that because it does. I don't think it's the right word. It confuses people. Like that's not what I meant when I said it. And now I see that. So I'm gonna say contender. So Ryan Garcia is one of the few people, and Jake Paul's not even a contender. Jake Paul's a club fighter, but he's also a superstar, and that's rare. That's only because of internet that you can get a dude who's a contender and a superstar like Ryan, or a dude who is a fucking club fighter. So Jake Paul's club fighter level skills, superstar status. Ryan Garcia, contender skills, superstar status. Every other fighter, usually their skills will match their status. You get what I'm saying? De La Hoya, superstar skill, superstar status. Roy's another one. Superstar skill, right? Superstar skill, Hall of Famer status, not superstar status. I like how you got on the phone when that dude started talking about 69 and his impact on rap music on the show. Wait, what? You like how I got on the phone when that dude started talking about 6ix9ine? Oh, I didn't do that on purpose. I got a call from my son. I wasn't doing that on purpose. I didn't even hear that some guy was talking about 6ix9ine. TSO, TSO. I don't know what that acronym means. I can figure it out though. Jake Paul, like Kimbo Slice of boxing. No. So what is Tank? Both. He's superstar status, superstar skill. He's both. He's probably the only one who's both. He's the only one. Inoue's superstar still in status, but he's superstar status only in Japan. Joshua, I would have said him, but his skill level is, shaky. Canelo is both. Thank you. Canelo is both. Absolutely. Superstar skill, superstar status. So, and it's true. That's why I don't say one guy, because it depends what you look at. Shakur is a champion. Champion skill, status, champion status. Champion status, not Hall of Fame status, not superstar status, champion skill, champion status. Lopez. Tiafimo? He's probably as well known as he's the same thing. He's a little flashier than Shakur, but still, the average person doesn't know who the fuck he is. He doesn't make that much money. Him and Shakur probably make around the same amount of money. Champion skill, champion status. Tiafimo. Errol was not a superstar. Errol was not a superstar, nor was he, because he sold decent amount, but he wasn't at the level of, come on, Canelo and Tank and Ryan. Errol was never at that level, nor was his skill. He wasn't losing, but let's not forget, Sean Porter came this close to beating him. He had some close fights, so he wasn't just fucking blowing through guys. Errol was, I would say, legend. He was legend status, legend skill. That's what he was, because you got some legend. Mickey Ward's a legend, you know what I'm saying? And he didn't fucking, I don't even know if he ever won a title. I think he did, but he didn't hold it very long. Mickey Ward was legend status, but champion skill. He might even be contender still, because he lost to most people. Mickey Ward might be contender skill, not even champion skill. That's debatable. Lara, possibly the best pure boxer. I don't know about that. He's champion, but he's boring. So yeah, that's a fact. Did Haney mention Cobbs? Or Cobbs talked about, yeah, Haney talked about him, but I don't know if he just was basically calling him, like, shitting on him, because Cobbs was shitting on Dev for suing. So what is Crawford? He's an all-time great, but, well, we don't know if he's an all-time great yet. Do you put Crawford as all-time great after just wiping out Errol Spence, but barely beating this Madrimov dude? Barely beating Sean Porter? I don't know if I could say barely beating, because he did knock him out, but he was losing the fight up to that point. You know what I'm saying? Crawford, I don't know yet. We got to wait. The jury's still out on him. What up, Hoops? I think before he lost the real welter superstars of the 2010s was Adrian Broner. He wasn't a superstar. In my definition of superstar, I want you guys to remember something. You guys all watch basketball? Yes? To me, superstar, if I want to liken it to basketball, so you guys get what my definition of superstar. Superstar in boxing are people at the level in basketball of LeBron, Kobe, Michael. That's a superstar. There's only a handful of them. Hall of Famer, legend. Okay, now you're going into Kevin Durant. You're going into these guys. Kyrie Irving. You know what I'm saying? You okay? Two-time, again, smooth. I don't look at belts as a marker of greatness, because although they usually are, sometimes they're not. It's not what belts you get. It's who you beat to get the belt. And on top of that, how you look beating them. What's up, Vinny Blanco? What's cracking? Money's on Blair? I don't know, man. I might be with you on that one. I'm not sure. Floyd ain't do that. Floyd ain't do what? Canelo was all-time great and a superstar. Yep. Well, generally a superstar will be an all-time great automatically, Dwayne. Because superstar, don't forget, is the pinnacle. It's the top. The tibbity top of the heap is superstar. So you're going to be all that. Superstar is going to be all that. What's up, Jonathan? Jonathan always be coming in late in my lives. Alan I. Yeah, I'd say he was a superstar. Salud from Puerto Rico. Armando, ¿qué pasó, señor? Claro. What about, I see something, Mikey Garcia. Hall of Famer, but not a superstar. Nah, you got it mixed up. Mike and Braun legends. Kyrie. See, now we're going into different wording. I don't agree, Eon. To me, superstar is the pinnacle. Is a pinnacle because in boxing, I'll give you an example. In boxing, James Toney was a legend, right? But he wasn't a superstar. You walk the streets, nobody's gonna know who he is. You get what I'm saying? Boxing's different. They're all-time greats. I think the opposite. I take stars as people who make themselves distinct, but aren't exactly okay. Well, that's your definition. It's not mine. Shit, that's what I tell you guys. Everything in boxing's fucking subjective. All of it. Shit different now. I feel like Floyd kind of messed up boxing by putting such emphasis on being undefeated. Yeah, but I think people are starting to see so many fighters take an L and come back strong. They're starting to kind of, Floyd is just retired not too long ago, so slowly his effect is going to wear off. You know what I mean? And people are going to see that what he did is not the norm. Mike Tyson was absolutely. Mike Tyson's one of the most famous boxers who ever lived. So that is the pinnacle, the highest you can get. To me, superstar is the highest you can get. Right? Every superstar is a legend, but not every legend was a superstar. You know what I'm saying? You know how many people in the Hall of Fame, Hall of Famers, are far from fucking. They didn't make a lot of money. They weren't known, not even close to being household names, but they're still legends of the sport. So, Tyson's, yeah, man. I mean, Tyson is next to Ali and like the most known fighter ever. Tyson and Ali might be the most famous ever. But then you go like Jack Johnson was huge back then. Joe Louis back then. Ali is a real superstar. Yeah. And there's a few of those. Mike Tyson's one of them. Floyd is another one. De La Hoya is up there. People don't like or even watching boxing knows who Mike Tyson is. Yeah, everybody knows who he is. Everybody. He also, biting people's ears and going to jail for rape. He did a lot of shit that made him infamous as well. Marco, Katie versus Amanda 2. Who you got? I'm really, really, really glad you asked me. Here's my opinion on that. Here's my heartfelt opinion.
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
What about Two-Tone? What about him? Why? That's a weird thing to ask me. What about him? Philip Bant. What up? Why is Nestor Gibbs such a scum? Why? What do you do? Why are you saying that? Why are you saying that? I think for you to be a superstar, you have to exist in different eras and have wins. Why do you have to be in different eras? Floyd 90s and 2000s. See, I would never include eras. What? So you look at longevity. Well, I don't. Boxing is a young man's sport. While some can thrive older, the majority can't. That's a young man's sport. So I don't look at eras. But hey, man, I can't argue with your criteria. Superstar. They probably will. Yeah, they've strip everybody. It's really semantics. Yep, that's exactly right. It is semantics. That's exactly right. But we could agree, we could put it this way. The most famous, the most known ever. I put that, and then that's what I mean by superstar, right? So I could spell it out. Because when you use one word, then you start getting definitions. But when you put a sentence to define it, there's no subjectivity. The most famous and richest boxers ever. There's only anywhere from 1 to 3 or 4 tops every generation at a time. My favorite videos of Mike Tyson. If you don't, huh? Oh yeah, that was fucking, yeah, that was gross. But people think they can scream what they want. Get him a straight jacket. And he's like, what? He almost killed that fucking guy. He was so pissed. Tyson was almost crying That's how mad he was when he said that. He was almost going to cry. Not necessarily longevity, but the ability to adapt. Because your talent can carry you early, but as you get better, your vision gets. It's age, man. Age slows you down mentally and physically. That's just normal in every sport. That's why you don't see mad players like LeBron playing at that level in his late 30s, almost 40, whatever he is. Marco, you found a gym in CT you recommend to train in. Oh, word, you're in Stanford? Nah, I just work out in my basement. And then when I do go to a gym, I'll do it back home in Brooklyn or Manhattan. Michael Efert versus, I don't even know what that is. Don't interviewers know when they're doing that to keep pushing. Well, those weren't interviewers, Dwayne. That was just some fucking random dude at the press conference screaming out. Was the media overhyping Ben Whitaker? It appears so. But not really. They just played clips of what he did in the ring and how he acted out the ring. And he hyped himself. He overhyped himself. The problem was it doesn't take boxing skill to be flashy and showboat in the ring. Slight defensives, because you want to be able to not get hit when you're doing all that shit. So that's the problem. The two things are very different. Now, when you sandwich them together, then you get Manuel Augustus, who, by the way, lost most of his fights. So he wasn't really, you just get Prince, it seemed. He's one of the few that won. Ali, Mandatory. I heard that the fight. He's punched a bunch of walls, yeah. I heard after the fight he punched the wall. That's one thing I can say about Floyd. He got better with age. Yeah? Well, not really. Not really. He actually got worse because he got more boring. His skill he just had to adjust. So he had to not rely on his speed and his power and his activity as much. He had to rely on this more. You listen to music or podcasts while hitting them? Hell yeah, of course I do. I got a boxing playlist. It's like shit like fucking Mobb Deep, Beat Nuts, fucking just like songs that get me going. I agree, Jay-Z, hella overrated. Thank you. Me and my wife, she's the only one who agrees with me. Most people lose their fucking minds when I say that. Everybody was excited about him because he fought like Prince of Hashem. Prince of Hashem? You mean Prince Nassim? That's the opposite. Hashem is the Jewish God, and Prince Nassim is Muslim. And those Jews and Muslims aren't on best terms right now. So that was a ironic slip up right there, Dwayne. Ironic. If you think about Floyd really dodged a bullet with the welterweight in the 2010s, he would have had to fight dudes like Errol, Sean Porter. He would have handled those guys. No problem. No problem. You think Errol was harder to fight than Canelo, even though Canelo was 23? No. I wonder if Floyd Mayweather would have had more knockouts if his hands weren't so brittle. Yeah, he had mad knockouts until his hands started hurting. I feel like the smart fighters are the best because at its core, boxing is thinking man's sport. No, it's a mix of the smartest and the most determined. You got to be smart and determined. You can't just be smart, because if you don't have the determination, if you crumble, hey man, one of my pro fights, I didn't really, I think I got stage fright. I got scared. I didn't do well. Way worse than I normally would do. So that matters. This matters. I think you're not liking Jay-Z is motivated. What you mean? Mobb Deep, DMX, Tupac are the best to listen to for bag. Yeah, I agree with that shit. I like Big too. Anything that's just I like anything that's like hardcore or something like dance. Like there's a song by Jay-Z called La 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 La. Memph Bleak always hitting la 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 la. No, not that one. Yeah, that one. So anything that's like either dance, like a dope banger in the club, or like a hardcore shit, like anything Big Pun. It's all good. I didn't say he would lost and Canelo was nothing special back then. He was just a KO artist. I think the dudes Floyd beat were just as good or better than Errol and Sean Porter, and Bud. Well, Bud, we have to see. He might be a one in a million. We still got the jury's still out on that. Real funny, Eon. Real funny. I know you're joking, because if you were serious, then this world is fucked up. And for you even saying that,
Oh, that's racist.
NWA is okay. I'm not really. Any heavy metal in your workout playlist? No. I do not like heavy metal, never did. All my workout shit is hip hop. You guys remember I grew up in Hell's Kitchen in the 80s, 90s, all hip hop. It's all that was around me. It's all I liked. I liked some pop shit when I was little, like young, like 9, 10, 11, like Paul Abdul and fucking, you know, uh, beat, what was out back then? Like all the pop shit. I liked all that. What's her face? Miami Sound, Gloria Stefan, like, but then as I got older, Landy, Lara, beat Canelo, Lara, 40s. Yeah, I like Nas. I like Nas a lot. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, Nas. Hell yeah, Nas. Love DMX. Love Big Daddy Kane. Any West Coast? Little, not really. Big L. I just got put on to Big L within the past 10 years. I never even heard of Big L coming up because he was underground. Don't forget, I was in a time when if it wasn't on the radio, you're not going to know it. There was no internet in the 90s. Marco, did you ever go to the famous basketball court in New York? Which one? West 4th Street? Yes. The Rucker? No. West Side Connection? Nah. That's 2010 welter division, kind of disappointing. Errol, Sean, AB, Paulie, Ortiz, Jeff Horn. It was good. It was no they coming after Floyd. It was a big shoes to fill, but it was good. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Marco strictly East Coast. Yeah, for the most part. Yeah. Not really, Dwayne. Not really. In the Club was dope when it came out. 50 Cent, I'm not crazy about his music. Nah, not really. I don't think it's whack. I just don't really. If Broner would have stayed at 135, he would have just done just fine. Have you ever seen his fucking build, though? He's like a little bulldog. Like, he couldn't make that weight. That's his problem. He's short and he's just stocky as fuck. There's not much he could do. It was written best album all time. I don't know about all that, but I love Big Daddy Kane, who I think I've told you guys this, huge boxing fan. Me and him talk about boxing all the time. I love Kane. Kane was dope. Stas, what up? You gonna watch Zeus? Hell yeah. You knows it. You knows it. When 50 came out, you were a little older, right? Me and 50 are about the same age, I believe. Let's see. 50 Cent, age 49. So he's a year older than me, a year and a half older than me. Yeah, I was his age, a little older. So when he came out, it was like, what, 99? I was about 20, 23. Marco, I just got heavy bag. You recommend any YouTube channels for workouts? Do you know how to box? Like, do you know what you're doing? Do you think Tank can move up to 140? Yeah, but I don't think he's going to. Yeah, a little, Philip. Not, yeah, a little bit. Certain songs are really dope. Like, I love their album. The album actually didn't do that well. I love that album when it came out, like 91 or 92. Check Your Head, I believe. Love that album. Let it flow like a mudslide. What you want. That's a dope song. Had the Knicks in it too at the time. Starks, Anthony Mason. Dope video. Put a quarter in your ass because you played yourself. Yep. Dope. Dope. Kane Schmoove, you must be an older dude like me. Appreciate you. Ready to Die, Kron. Yeah, that was dope, but your top 5 boxers in the last 15 years. Well, the first one, and thank you for the bounce pass, is.
Y'all must have forgot.
Second one is.
Y'all must have forgot.
Third.
Y'all must have forgot.
Fourth.
Y'all must have forgot.
Fifth, it's close. It's a mix between these two guys, but it's probably.
Y'all must have forgot.
Of course, I heard AZ. Sugar Hill, baby. Yeah, I wanna chill on Sugar Hill. I love that song. Times at the Marriott, scorching hot. Cool Keith, a little before my time. I'm listening to old rap, old rap. Today's garb. Yep, agreed. Start boxing in the last 15, or have boxing in the last 15. Wait, what do you say? What? What do you prefer, West Coast or? Probably the South. I don't know. West Coast, like I, fo, NW, I, mark ass, trick ass buster. Like I can't. Like what set you claiming, cuh? Keep it gangster, dog. Keep it gangster. I mean, the Crip Walk's kind of cool to look at, but I would never do that shit. Probably get slapped. You know, I've heard of Project Pat, but I don't know. I don't really know any of his shit. So no, but not because I don't think he's good. I've never really heard it, but I heard of him. You ever met Rogan or any of his comedy crew? Never met those guys, but I know a lot of people in comedy. Well, you're in Indiana, man. What the fuck you got over there? Like Reggie Miller? Wu-Tang Clan over NW. Yeah, that's a fact. Wu-Tang is another one that I listen to. Yeah, I guess so. I guess, but that's where it started. I grew up when it was fucking like that's where it started. You know what I'm saying? Marco, not too much on NWA. That's your shit. Okay. Yin Yang Twins. The whispering fucking dudes. That beat was dope, but that whispering shit is goofy. You know who I like? South, Ludacris. Liked him a lot. Trying to think of dudes. Oh shit! One of the greatest rappers of all time, who everybody thinks is from New York, but was actually from Boston, was Guru from Gangstar. He was dope. Super dope. I'm 36. Rap is cool, but I really like blues. Okay. You rap, Ian? Yeah, Luda's dope. Funny too. Yeah, Outkast is good. Never really my thing, but they were good. Young Jeezy was dope. Is he dead? Why are you saying was? I have no idea what that is. I never really listened to Pop Smoke or Nipsey Hussle. Like I couldn't. I like that song by Ludacris. Move back. Yeah. Move back, motherfucker. You don't know me like that. Oh, you were joking. Okay. I thought maybe you rapped. I don't know. Shit. It's possible. I was watching a video of myself on the bag and I look slower than. Show me. Show me. Let me see. I'll tell you. Bun B and Pimp. I don't know what the fuck, man. Those could be your cousins for all I have no idea what those people are. Austin Powers. You got your thing on and the TV to you? Oh shit, what's on? C Murder. I've heard of him, but I wouldn't be able to tell you one song he's ever done. Hurrah, what's up, blood? You should bust Troy's pack for disrespecting you this morning. Nah, that's Troy's my man. He's just, I don't take it personally. You know, if he kept doing it, that's one thing. But Troy's cool. I like Troy. I've heard of UGK, but no, I don't. I couldn't name a song they sing. Lil Wayne, Cash Money, not into him. Yeah, that's over Lil Wayne. I don't understand. I've only heard a few songs, but people put him as their top 5 in their top 5. I don't get it. I can barely understand what the fuck he's saying. That thick ass Southern accent. New York dude's corny though. What's up with y'all? Okay, okay, whatever you say there, Indiana, Fred. Guys, like and share the video, or you'll wake up oiled by Diddy's cell. It oiled into. I feel like he's gonna get out, Diddy. I feel like he's gonna get out soon. He'll probably write a book. Mark, you ever listen to UK rap? Nah, but it reminds me of that Aries Spears. You guys see what he said? He's like, that shit sounds so goofy. Cop to the pop and a cop to the pop and a come here to the pop pop. Nah, it's goofy. I've heard some of it. It's goofy as shit. You know what I love, actually? We'll love to work out too. Dancehall reggae. Love that shit. Red Rat, fucking Mad Lion, Beanie Man, Shaba, all kinds. Love dancehall. I love more to like at the clubs, the dancehall more to dance to, but that shit gets me going, working out too. California filled with good rappers. Yep. To me, music is like food. I like all types. True. Yep. I seen that. He funny for that. You seen what? Who's funny for what? Damn. See all this fucking this music talk. Yeah, everybody leave. We're at like 20 people down to 6. I mean, I'm gonna get off in a second anyway. But any closing thoughts? Eddie Valero, Memphis. Eddie Valero, Memphis. That's you having a stroke? What the fuck? Oh yeah, he's funny. I've interviewed him. Matter of fact, recently we were talking about he thinks Ali would have beat Lennox Lewis if they fought, and I think Lennox would have been too big. As a Jamaican, I'm happy that you like. Hell yeah, hell yeah. Wagwan Paris. Not bad. There's a few better. Ebony Bridges, I feel like. The other one. What the fuck's her name? What's her name? There's another one. 2 that are better, but she's up there. Alicia, for sure. Yeah. What else we got, people? What else we got? I'm about to break out of here. Like Attica. Like he was like, I'm about to break out of here. Like I am stampeding the gates at Attica. I thought Ebony was. Yeah, I know, right? Does that not sound like she would be? Totally, right? Oh, she's Australian. Crazy, right? Devin versus Paulie. Oh God, who knows? Yeah, I love R&B. I have a feeling you'll fall. Sexy Red songs. Bet songs. Blast. Sexy Reds. Is that a girl? I mean, it has to be, right? I don't think a dude will call himself Sexy Reds. Never heard of her. It's so crazy, too. Why they got to spell it like that? 2 X's, 2 D's, 4 Z's. Goofy. You didn't? Weird. The alert went out. Oh, wait, did I not get it? You know what? I didn't get the alert either. The alert didn't go out. That's why there's not so many people in here. Sexy Red, the booty hole. What the fuck? Why'd you say that? Ugh. She spits real hip hop. Don't ever listen to her music. It's dog shit. I didn't get you didn't get him either? The fuck's going on? I wonder why not. That makes sense because a lot less people are coming in. I don't know what to do with that. Marco don't like hood rat rap. I don't know what hood rat. I like New York hood rat rat. Hood rat rap. It's a big word. Mouthful. All right, peoples. This was dope. I'm going to bounce. Bulgarian meal? Man, just feta cheese. Love it. Feta cheese. Oh, there's something called tarator, which is like a cold summer soup. That shit is dope. Other than that, Bulgarian food is very much like Greek food. Very similar to Greek food. Same kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? What's up, 8K? All right, peoples. I am out. I will catch you maybe not tomorrow, actually. I'm going to be doing something, but we'll see. All right, peace.